Hi students, today we will discuss the lesson Forest, 7th class Social Studies. 7th class Social Studies Geography. Forest. What is forest? Large area covered with trees or shrubs in natural habitation in a particular place is called a forest. Climatic regions. The world has several climatic zones. Geographers defined the climatic region based on temperature and precipitation. There are seven climatic regions in the world. They are equatorial or tropical climatic region, the savanna, desert region, Mediterranean climate, the steppe, taiga, and tundra climate. Equatorial region or tropical climate region. It is found between 5 degrees and 10 degrees north and south latitude of the equator. The equatorial region gets heavy precipitation. On an average precipitation is 150 centimeters per year. This region has the most favorable condition for the growth of trees. Equatorial region with dense forest is called selvas. It is one of the least populated area. Equatorial region is one of the least populated area in the world. The tribes inhabited in this region are Red Indians in the Amazon basin, Pygmies in the Congo basin. These tribal people still lead primitive lifestyle such as hunting and podo agriculture. An example of a country with a tropical climate region, Angola. Second one is the savanna. The savanna zone extends from 10 degrees to 20 degrees north and south latitudes for the equator. Natural vegetation turns into dense forests towards the equator and wide grasslands. The savanna region, the grass height has 1 to 6 meters towards the higher latitudes. The people of this zone get their livelihood through cattle grazing. An example of a country with savanna region is Kenya. Desert region. The desert region located between 15 degrees to 30 degree north and south latitudes on the western margins of the continents. Sahara Desert is the biggest desert in this region. Natural vegetation in this region has thick barks and small leaves or no leaves. The people tend to sheep, goats, camels, and horses. An example of a country with desert region is Iran. Mediterranean climate. These regions are located on the western margins of all continents except Antarctica. It has pleasant climate. Mediterranean climate has a pleasant climate. Mediterranean climate characteristics of dry summer and moderate to high rainfall in winter. Natural vegetation in this region is broadleaf evergreens comprising mainly of olive, cork, oak. Commercial agriculture and dairying are practiced in large farms using modern methods and missions. An example of a country with a Mediterranean climate is France. Steppe. The steppe has the type of grasslands. These grasslands extend in extensive continental areas. These semi arid regions have extremes of heat and cold. The low amount of rainfall restricts the natural vegetation to grass and shrubs. Extensive agriculture is practiced in this natural region. An example of a country with the steppe region is Ukraine. Taiga. This natural zone extends only between latitudes of 50 degrees and 70 degrees in the northern hemisphere. The taiga region is characterized with some of the highest climate differences in the world. This natural zone is covered with evergreen forest in the world. Fur trading is one of the important and attractive commercial activities in this zone. An example of a country with a taiga region is Canada, North Canada. Tundra climate. The tundra region stretches between the Arctic and polar region. Winters are long and bitterly cold. Adverse climatic conditions do not support for the growth of trees. People in this zone depend on fauna for their food. An example of a country with tundra climate, North Russia. North Russia. The plants of a particular region, flora. The animals of a particular region, fauna. The trees that grow close together, dense forest. The weather conditions prevailing in an area over a long period, climate. The exhalation of water vapor through the stomata, transpiration. The dominant mangrove species in the West Bengal, Sundarbans. Shrubs having needle shaped leaves, coniferous trees. Population shift from rural to urban area, urbanization. Inhabiting in a land from the earliest times, aboriginal. Rapid increase in Earth's average surface temperature, global warming. Gradual removal of top layer of the earth, soil erosion. FDST, forest dwelling scheduled tribes. OTFD, other traditional forest dwellers. The Forest Law, 1894. Forest Festival, 1950. National Forest Policy, 1952. Forest Conservation Act, 1980. Forest Rights Act, 2006. Forests are divided into five types based on climate, rainfall, and types of soils. There are evergreen forests, deciduous forests, thorny forests, mangrove forests, mountain forests. First one is evergreen forests. These type of forests are grown in the area with high rainfall more than 200 centimeters and temperature 22 degrees centigrade. The trees in these forests remain green throughout the year. Hence, they are called evergreen forests. Flora in this area like mahogany, ebony, rosewood, ivory wood. Fauna or animals. Line-tailed mark different types of snakes and variety of insects. Second one is deciduous forests. These types of forests grow in the areas with rainfall between 70 centimeters and 200 centimeters. These forests are located in peninsular plateau. We can see natural vegetation like teak, sal, bamboo, rosewood, sandalwood, and neem. Fauna or animals: deers, hares, elephants, tigers, leopards, peacocks, several species of birds. Third one is thorny and shrub forests. They grow in areas with little rainfall and high temperature. These forests are sharp, thorny, and bushy. These forests are located in the Deccan Plateau and the desert regions of India. We can see flora like acacia, brahmajemudu, nagajemudu, tumma or babul, and plum. Fourth one is mangrove forests or littoral forests or swamp forests. The type of vegetation here has aerial roots for respiration. We can find natural vegetation like mangrove, white mangrove, sundari, panna and boddupanna. Sundarbans in West Bengal is example of mangrove forests. Fifth one is mountain forests. These type of forests grow in mountain or hilly areas. These forests grow in cold climatic regions. Their leaves are long and pointed and cone shaped to drain off snow or rainwater from their leaves. Different kinds of coniferous forests are seen in the Himalayan region: spruce, fir, willow, deodar, silver fir grow in these forests. We see animals like musk deer, snow leopard in these forests. ISFR, Indian State Forest Report. According to Indian State Forest Report 2019, the total area under forests and tree cover in India is 8,07,276 square kilometers. That is 24.56% of the total area. In the global position of forest area in India ranks at 10. Forests in India. According to National Forest Policy 1952, forest should cover 33% of surface of total area, 20% in plain areas and 60% in mountain and hilly terrains. In terms of area, Madhya Pradesh has the largest forest cover in the country and Arunachal Pradesh is second place. Haryana has the lowest. India has the vast area of 1.28 million square kilometers and 30 degrees of latitudinal extent. India is spread over an area of 3,214 kilometers from north to south. Forests in Andhra Pradesh. As per Indian State Forest Report 2019, Andhra Pradesh has the forest cover area of 37,392 square kilometers, which amounts to 22.94% of the total geographical area. YSR Kadapa district has the highest notified area under the forest cover and Krishna has the lowest. In terms of density, Visakhapatnam district in the first position and Krishna is in the last position. The forest in Andhra Pradesh extend from Simhachalam Hills in the north to Shashachalam Hills in south. Nalmala forest is the largest forest in Andhra Pradesh. Forests in Andhra Pradesh are mainly divided into four types based on rainfall, climate, and types of soils. Moist deciduous forest, dry deciduous forests, shrub forest or thorn forests, tidal forests. For administrative convenience, the Government of India divided forests into three types. They are reserved forests, protected forests, unclassified forests. First one is reserved forests. These are the forests where the activities like hunting, grazing, etc. are prohibited and the rights of this land are reserved with the government. Second one is protected forests. They are intended to protect certain species of flora and fauna. Excessive damage is not allowed here. Third one is unclassified forests. No restrictions on collection of forest products for livelihood and grazing of cattle in these forests. Forests in Andhra Pradesh. Forests in Andhra Pradesh are mainly divided into four types based on rainfall, climate, and types of soil. They are four types. First one is moist deciduous forests, dry deciduous forests, shrub forests or thorn forests, tidal forests. First one is moist deciduous forests. These forests grow in areas with a rainfall of 125 centimeters to 200 centimeters. These forests spread over the agency areas of Srikakulam, Vijayanagaram and East Godavari. The trees that grow in these forests are Vegi, Egisa, Bamboo, Maddi, Bandaru, Jittegi and Sal. Second one is dry deciduous forests. These forests are grow in areas with rainfall ranging from 75 centimeters to 100 centimeters. They spread over the districts of YSR Kadapa, Kurnool, Anantapur and Chittoor. The trees grow in the dry deciduous forests are Maddi, Teak, Billu, Velaga, Egisa, Neem, Buruga, Moduga and red sandal trees are the important trees that grow in the forest. Red sandalwood. Red sandalwood is one of the rare spices grown in Sheshachalam forests in the districts of Kadapa and Chittoor. It has a prominent place in the economy in the terms of production. Third one is shrub forests. They grow in areas with a rainfall below 75 centimeters. These forests grow in YSR Kadapa, Kurnool, Anantapur and Chittoor districts or Rayalaseema region. The plants that grow in these forests are tumma or babul, balusu, regu, etc. Kalivikodi. Kalivikodi that lives in Sri Lanka Malleswara Abhayaranyam in Kadapa district has been notified as rarest species by IUCN. IUCN International Union for Conservation of Nature and Natural Resources. This picture is Kalivikodi. Fourth one is tidal forests. Andhra Pradesh has a coastal line of 974 kilometers. These forests exist along this coastal line. Example, Korangi region of East Godavari. The trees are grown in the tidal forests are Uppu Ponna, Boddu Ponna, Orada, Mada, Tellamada, Patri Tega and Balabandi Tega. The trees are grown in the tidal forests. Various kinds of animals such as mongoose, eagle, squirrel, wild deer, striped squirrels, bear, etc. habitats in forests of Andhra Pradesh. 13 wildlife sanctuaries and 3 national parks are established in Andhra Pradesh to protect flora and fauna. Tribes in Andhra Pradesh: Pondo, Chenchus, Konda Reddis, Konda Savaras, Gond, Irukala and Yanadi. Chenchus. Chenchus are an aboriginal tribe whose traditional way of life is based on hunting and gathering. They speak Chenchu language. We can see them in Nallamala forests. This picture is Chenchu tribe. Reserved forests in which no one could enter. Protected forests could be used by people. The National Forest Policy 1988. Government of Andhra Pradesh has started ecotourism. Uses of forests: consumptive use, balancing ecosystem, research.